Hello everyone, my name is What You Really Don't Care What My Name Is, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the Aliens 30th anniversary. Okay, so this movie came out on July 18, 1986, so I am a few weeks late talking about this after the 30th anniversary, came out. I've been very preoccupied with school and everything, so I didn't have the time to, you know, to do the review. However, I now have the time to talk about it, so let's talk about it. So this movie takes place 7 years after the first Alien movie, which is considered by a lot of people as one of the best sci-fi horror movies of all time. And I can't blame them. And this one is a great sequel and probably better than the first one. I had a lot of fun watching this movie, and even 30 years later, it's still considered one of the best. All right, so in this movie we have Ellen Ripley, who has been, drifting through space, is found 57 years later, and she is told, well, she pretty much tells everybody what happened to her crew, to the ship, that there was this alien that killed her crew, and, it forced her to destroy the ship, but no one believes her until they find out that the colony that they built on the same planet where the alien came from, where they lost communication with them. So they asked Ripley to go back to the planet and find out what happened. And with her, they are bringing along some Marine soldiers to help her out. And so they find out what happened to the colony. They come across the aliens, and they have to try killing them and get off the planet before they are killed themselves. So even 30 years later, the story to me still holds up a little bit, especially how this is now with the Marines going up against these aliens, these trained soldiers going up against these aliens. And I'm sure a lot of people wondered, well, the Marines, with the weapons they have, would probably have the advantage, right? But we soon realized that these aliens are not only smart, they're freaking dangerous as well. And even with these trained soldiers, these guys stood no chance against it. These things had the environment to their advantage. They had, they could hide in plain sight. These guys could not see them. They cannot, detect them with their advanced technology. And these things are pretty scary when you are, when you confront them. Especially those facehuggers. I mean, imagine those things attached to your face, and you know that there's an alien inside you that's going to burst out of you and kill you. I mean, that alone is scary enough. But yeah, I do love the story. I still think it holds up even years later. My only flaw with it is, how, it's the corporation. There are the real bad guys. They want to take these aliens. They want to try experimenting on them. They want to try using them as weapons. And they value them more than the lives of the innocent people, even the soldiers themselves. So I just feel like that's been done so many times, so I'm not used to that. But for everything else, it still holds up well. The characters, same thing. I love the actress who plays Ripley. She is just awesome. And especially when she goes up against the alien queen, and she gives that awesome line, "Get away from her, you know what?" I mean, she is such a badass when she went up against the alien queen. I like the other characters too. Lance, I hope I say this right. Henriksen, I hope I said that right. I love him as Bishop, as his cybernetic robot, an android actually, that is a lot like the one from the first movie, only he actually is a good guy and looks out for the best and looks out for the others more than, the corporation. And I love all these characters. They're all so great. And my only flaw with some of the characters is I think the little girl is one of my flaws with it. I didn't like her very much. Some of the soldiers, yeah, except for I forgot his name. I think, was it Hudson? I think it was Hudson, or maybe it was someone else. I forget. I really should go back. I think it was Hudson who gave that famous line, "Game over, man. Game over." I love that line. But I did feel like he complained a little too much, so that's fine. But yeah, the characters were not bad. Even years later, they're still good. I mean, the little girl and the one who plays the corporate bad guy, I didn't like him very much, but they're still not bad. Alright, well, how about the special effects? Even years later, it's been 30 years. surely the special effects, when you look at back at them, you look at them back then, they looked bad. At times, yeah. The CGI, the ship flying in, that looked very stupid. I didn't like that at all. At times, they did look a little bad, especially when we're outside. Other than that, I do love the design for the aliens. They look a lot better than the first one. Especially that scene where the little girl is waiting in the water for them to rescue her and the alien just pops out of nowhere just slowly, and like that is just awesome. Like I love the design for these aliens. And the design for the area where they keep the colony, to use them to make more aliens, I like that too. It's kind of scary when you go in there because you don't know where these things are, and you don't know where they'll pop out. It's just that is a good job when you create an environment that does feel a little scary at times. And I also love the suit, the alien queen as well. That looked pretty awesome. A lot better than the CGI version. Well, closely the CGI version when we saw the alien queen from Aliens vs Predator try to escape from the temple. A lot better than that. But I did like the alien queen. I liked the fight between her and Ripley. It looked pretty good. So yeah, the special effects. There are times when they do look goofy and look dumb, but other times they do hold up. So, Aliens, does it hold up? Absolutely. It's still a classic sci-fi horror movie that everyone can enjoy and watch. And it does have some pretty cool moments, some badass moments, and some goofy moments, but they are still funny, goofy moments. So, yeah, I do recommend this movie to anybody who's a fan of sci-fi and would like to check this out. Don't show your kids this movie, though, because I don't think your kids would probably like this and probably would get scared. Especially that scene with the the alien coming out of the woman's chest. Like, no, don't watch that. That's it, everybody. If you have a different opinion about this movie or any of the Aliens movies, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think, and I'll be here next time to give you more love and more entertainment. Take care, and I'll see y'all next time.